You're now tuned into the Illogical Sense Podcast, episode 48. It's me, your boy JC, no hunters, and I'm here chilling with my boy Busby.
What up, bro?
So, Jay-Z done got me pissed off, so I figured I would talk like him for a good portion of the time. I'm over here trying to figure out how the hell, after I done praised this man last week, how I'm going to get a hold of them damn bonus tracks. And this nigga basically talking about, yeah, you know, I'm going to give you that free game with them 10 tracks on Tidal for free with your subscription. But you got to pay for them bonus tracks, you know, because it's so exclusive. Oh!
Nigga, tell me why I was damn near looking for that album like on Friday because the physicals came out and shit, right? I was trying to look for that album. I literally went to Target, like to 2 Targets and a Best Buy. Tell me why they didn't have that damn album. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Because the shit's so exclusive.
Exclusive. I had to, they looked it up and there was like one all the way on the south side or the north side or whatever. I'm like, I ain't gonna go all the way out there. I like Hove, but I'm not gonna go all the way out there like that.
Yeah, seriously, you can't. You just can't. You know, stop your day looking for a damn album that you already done heard.
A Jay-Z album that I done heard like fucking 50 lead times at that point. So it's like,
right.
I already subscribed on Tidal. I downloaded it illegally, and now I kind of want to buy it legally. But you know, whatever. Right. I like Hove, but not like that. Shit. Well, speaking of Hove. Yeah, he going on tour.
Tickets, baby. Chill.
Tickets. Yeah, I woke up this morning. It's Monday, whatever, that we're recording this shit. I woke up and I was like, yo, and the motherfucking TV just came on right now all loud and shit. So you keep on talking, JC.
Yeah, so I get back home. Busby hit me up talking about, yo, them tickets just went on sale. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was already going to be, he tells me he's performing in Oakland December 16th, which is the weekend I'm actually going back home. And he's like, yeah, you know, slide through, let's go. And I'm like, I don't know, man, because we going to be celebrating Christmas that night.
Well, first I told you that the final
let me finish the story. You had your chance.
All right, nigga.
So he hits me up like, yeah, you know, they exclusive tickets through the Tidal subscribers. It's the pre-sales. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll see, because we're supposed to be celebrating Christmas that night, and then we got the Cowboys-Raiders game the next night. And he's like, yeah, these tickets was only like $100, though. And I was like, $100? And I was like, shit, we can celebrate Christmas at 1 o'clock the next day. The day before, I'll be there.
Well, it wasn't exactly $100, but damn near, it was where we're going to be seated at if you come out here. It's like in the 100 section. It's pretty.
Oh, no, it's not an if. I was already coming out, so I'm there. It's cool.
Think this ain't no game.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're decent seats. And I was just like, fuck it. And you know what else I noticed? Like, when I woke up that morning and I saw that he was going on tour, I was like, oh, shit. And they said exclusive for Tidal members. You know, like pre-sales exclusive for Tidal members. So I was thinking, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I was like, man, do I have the money for it? And I looked at my bank account and I was like, I can survive off this. And I was like, I've been saving up lately and I've been like, oh shit. Like I can get this shit. And I looked at the time, they say 9 o'clock. I'm like, nigga, I'm getting these tickets. And you know what's crazy? This will be my 4th time seeing Hove. Not the significance of this. I'm going to the 444 show. For his 13th album, 1 + 3 = 4. I've known you. When I'm going with you, it will be 4 years since I've known you.
Yep.
And we'll be in section 124.
Shit.
And
Kobe.
And in my numerology, I found out that my number is 42. So it's like, oh shit. So this is gonna be a special night then.
Damn, you the Illuminati then. Shit.
Hell yeah. But yeah, shout out to Hove. Oh yeah, and speaking of the bonus tracks, might as well just talk about that shit right now. Well, JC didn't hear him because, you know, he don't want to give more of his pennies to Hove.
Nah.
But when they leaked that,
you can't tell me you giving me game for a free subscription's worth for a month, and then all of a sudden try to charge me for the whole, like I'm paying for the whole damn album for 3 extra tracks. You're not gonna do that to me.
Well, the tracks themselves, like it's Adness. Let me look at the tracks right now. Actually,
Adness, Blue Ivy Freestyle.
Blue Ivy Freestyle, my nigga. We're gonna talk about that verse of the year in a second. But it's Adness. It was Blues Freestyle. We family. Oh, excuse me. And it's Many Face God, which is pretty much almost like a response to 444. It's like the second half of 444, where Hov is literally just like, "Wow, I survived that shit. I'm still with Beyonce." Like he's saying shit like, "You were an angel, and now I could tell," and shit like that. And No Idea, of course, came with it. And We Family, that's another track that kind of sounds like he didn't get done finishing it because there's like a large instrumental break towards the end. It's like a good 1 minute or 2 minutes. You hear nothing but an instrumental. So he just didn't have time to finish it, or he just said, "Let's put this on there." And what's it called? Atlas, he's just talking about his dad. And I can understand why he didn't put it on there, because it kind of would have like fucked up the flow of the album. Because when you listen to Legacy, the last verse, he's mentioning his dad and shit. So it would have made sense if he would have put Atlas as the last track, but it wouldn't have made sense.
Right.
But just download them whenever you get a chance.
For sure.
Other than that, how was your weekend?
Shit was cool. I
haven't talked to you. I haven't talked to your ass all weekend, actually.
No. I just kicked back most of the weekend.
I worked for most of the week. I didn't make that money.
Yep, I was doing that too.
It was hot as hell, though.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was.
But I watched Great Balls of Fire. You said you watched that shit.
Hell yeah.
I was surprised you actually watched it.
I forgot that it was even on until I got tagged in a thread on Facebook like a couple hours before, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there's a pay-per-view. I ain't got shit to do. I'm about to turn this on."
And you still got the WWE Network. See, I remember years ago you were like, "I don't know," because I wanted to get that, that gift card shit. I tried to, what's it called? Whatever. I did something, and you were like, "Nah, I don't know." And now look at you with the WWE Network.
That was the plan from the beginning. That was the block you from getting that card, man. It was the block you from getting that card.
Yeah, but Great Balls of Fire was like, for me. I had to watch it late, but from what I was watching, it was entertaining. Like the last few matches were entertaining and shit. Fucking Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. That shit
that's a top 10 match of the year easily.
That was unintentional comedy, dog.
Oh man, that from the time it started to the time it ended to the time it went into overtime. Like this, come on, let's just understand something. This man Braun is throwing Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns ain't no skinny ass dude. Like that is a big ass man.
That's a man.
And he just throwing him around like a damn rag doll, like throwing him off the stage into the ambulance truck and the whole nine, all that stuff. And then when Roman Reigns gets ready to hit him with that spear, all of a sudden he just ducks out the way and slides his ass in the back of the ambulance, like, and I win. And then he turns around and all of a sudden the doors open up like, but wait, there's more. And out comes Roman Reigns ready to whoop his ass. Throws him in the back of the ambulance and then stares around and then jumps in the driver's seat.
Like some Grand Theft Auto shit. Threw the nigga out on some Grand Theft Auto shit.
And then stops and then just looks at his side view mirror and then just gets this evil ass grin ass
like
smile.
All of a sudden you just heard Tupac staring at the world through my rear view, just play in his head. Like honestly, sometimes I just want to like pause it and just play that in the background. And then stop it. And then
this shit was funny as hell. And then of course, he backs up and rams the damn ambulance into a trailer, which then causes Kurt Angle to come out and give us one of the best memes of the year so far.
Nigga had that, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Come out of retirement, Vince said.
Yeah,
it'll be easy, McFoley said.
He's the whole Hall of Fame, he said. Oh, just for WrestleMania, he said. Just be for the weekend, he said.
and then they this is what really killed me. They actually started another match. But the whole time, the footage was focused on the back of the arena.
Them trying to get Braun Strowman out of this shit.
So you got two motherfuckers just wrestling, and nobody's paying attention. For that alone, that match was A+. Like I give it an A+ to that match. That shit was funny as hell.
I don't know, but when Braun came out, he was bleeding and shit like that, and just hella bleeding, and he wasn't getting any help, and he had this look like it ain't over, nigga.
Yeah. So then they finally get him out, and then instead of being this brittled ass man, he then starts squealing and rummaging around trying to get back to his balance. And the funniest thing happened, I swear to God, I lost it at this point, when the ambulance was like, Braun, we got to put the neck brace on. Like, come on, man. And, he's bleeding in the face, and then he just turns around and stares at the camera like, I ain't done with him yet.
Yep, pretty much. And then, of course, we had Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. You didn't like it, but that shit was entertaining as fuck to me. No, like what Edgar said, because, he's a wrestling fan. We were waiting for this for like the longest time. He said that was the biggest 5-minute quickie of his life.
that match pissed me off. How the hell you whooped this man's ass for the majority of the match, and then you got him in the headlock, and then he starts turning purple, and in the midst of him turning purple, he all of a sudden gets back up and he hits an F5, and then that's the
one F5, not 2, not 3, not 4, but one F5, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah, but then but Samoa Joe still had that look on his face, like, it ain't over, nigga. You thought this was over? You thought this was over, bruh? And the Iron Man match with the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus, that was funny. That was cool. Dope. The last 10 seconds, the last 15 seconds, because Cesaro was just LeBron blocking all the fucking pins. Every time it was a close call, nope. Like LeBron was just blocking Iguodala for like all eternity. Like, nope. And then as soon as Jeff Hardy did the Swanton, he just covered Jeff Hardy with 10 seconds left and then ran around the ring just to kill time. I was like, ain't that about a bitch? But other than that, man, everything was cool. But speaking of wrestling, man, you can't write a storyline as crazy as the whole Rob Kardashian and Blacc Chyna.
You couldn't.
This shit, man. I saw this shit early morning because I follow Blacc Chyna on Snapchat for whatever reason. I literally forgot I followed her.
That says a lot about you.
Shut your ass up, man. I gotta follow the fuckery sometimes. But I forgot I followed her.
I know about all the fuckery, and I don't follow any one of them. You just gotta search the hashtag.
Yeah, but I was seeing it go down in real time. So I remember I just saw it, and then I see like Blacc Chyna just saying, "Oh, Rob, it was like a black background, and she was just texting, going like, "Oh, Rob's a phony. He's this, he's that." I'm like, "What the fuck? What are they arguing again?" And then I'm scrolling on Twitter, and people are posting the like screenshots. And I go on Rob Kardashian's Instagram, and this nigga is in his emotions.
Yep.
Like, bruh. He posted like nude photos of her pussy, screenshots of the other nigga that he's talking to. It was just like he went full fuck this bitch. And what started it is pretty much Blacc Chyna just sent a video to fucking Rob of her kissing on another dude, and he just said, "You know what? Fuck this bitch," and just went ham.
Yeah, lost it. Completely lost it. Actually, I don't even think he lost it. I think he threw it away. He just didn't care anymore.
He just stopped giving a fuck. He just literally stopped giving a fuck. You know what? I gave my heart to this woman. I did all this, and this is how she treats me. Man, fuck this bitch.
Why he gave his heart to her, I don't know.
Man, I low-key felt for it. I know other people didn't feel for him because they all told him. They all told him not to fuck with this bitch, but he thought he could change her. He thought he could change a hoe into a housewife, man. And he got her a baby, and he probably had like talks with her. He thought that, that she was different. And then slowly but surely, he saw that she was just like all the other hoes, and she trapped his ass.
Yep.
For life. Now you know why Tiger left her ass. Now you know. Like, he's just like, I can't deal with this. And yeah, and it was funny at first, but low key it was kind of sad because you could tell he has a mental illness. Like, he's probably going through a lot. So just to see it go down on, and then what made it worse was that Instagram deleted his Instagram account. So then he brought all this shit to fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. And what made this even more funnier was just like Blacc Chyna just didn't say nothing. She was just laughing about it. And then the other guy that she had in his house wearing his robes, driving his shit. It was just a whole bunch of fuckery, man. And that dude became a meme of him just sitting there with his fucking wrist in the air, showing out his like his nails and shit like females do. What, man? It was just a whole bunch of fuckery. So, man, what's your thoughts on it?
It was definitely fuckery. It reached a new plateau when T.I. got involved.
No, see, T.I. should have just minded his own goddamn business, to be honest. Like, my first thought was just like, dude, why are you talking about this right now? And then literally within 5-10 minutes, Rob came back on the Instagram and pretty much told his ass, I know you ain't talking.
Yep.
And just pretty much said, yeah, you're the one that paid for a threesome with me and with Blacc, Chyna, and Tiny. So I know you ain't talking. And
T.I. got real quiet, and he was like, I do believe that I did miscalculate this man's pettiness levels, and for that I shall disclose my further statements and diminish from this environment.
He did that as a warning to any other celebrity or rapper that want to say some slick shit to him. He's like, man, I got the receipts on all you motherfuckers, so don't play me. So that's why everyone got real quiet. And they're all laughing at him and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's like y'all knew what he was going through, and he thought he could change her. But then he realized that
I'm just real mad that this man got 5 sisters and not one of them put hands in Chyna's world.
What was crazy was that the Kardashians.
What's the point of having sisters?
What was more crazy is that the Kardashians, like Kim and Kai, they were all just tweeting like it was just a normal ass day.
Right.
They were all just tweeting like it was just a normal day and all that. And like even Chloe, she posted some little picture of her
some picture
stuff.
like, hey, we're doing the fitness barbecue, and somebody's like, bitch, your brother's in trouble. Go help him.
Yeah. Like, for real, you're not going to go and call him, but, you don't know what happened behind the scenes. You don't know if the Kardashians probably told him time and time and time again, like, you need to drop this bitch. And he was like, no, you don't know her like her. Y'all some bitches, da-da-da-da. And they're like, you know what? We tried warning you, so you know what? You on your own. So.
Man, when push comes to shove, though, you go whoop some ass.
Still your family. And it wasn't like she, I don't know, man. She was in his house, and then he cut her off financially, but she didn't give a damn. And then to make matters worse, she got a lawyer, and the lawyer went on Twitter and said, oh, yeah, we're going to sue him for revenge porn and put a restraining order on him, even though he said straight up, I want nothing to do with her.
Yeah. So then something else takes place that just makes this it takes this to the next stratosphere.
Are you talking about the Good Morning America interview? Or are you talk about...
No. We talking about how Rob Shapiro is now going to be defending on the behalf of Rob Kardashian. So it comes back full circle from the OJ trial, man. This is awesome.
This is all we need is just OJ to get out, just to make his appeal.
You know what? I said I hope they keep his ass locked up for the remainder of his life. I actually want them to release him, and as part of his parole, he has to attend the court hearings for this. I really hope so.
Hey, make him be a freaking juror.
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
It's just a whole bunch of fuckery, man. It's entertaining. They should just make this. And then what made it worse is that she was on Good Morning America. Her and her lawyer were on Good Morning America doing an interview, and then
acting like the victims,
like they did something wrong. But in a way, he did do all that. But she acted like the victim, like she didn't put fuel into the fire because when they asked her, oh, so why did you send that video to him? He's like, well, he was harassing me for months and all that, so I just sent that to him. I just sent that video to him so it would just go away and stop.
Yeah, so you're gonna send something that could put a man over the edge, and you're thinking it's just gonna stop.
I think she just underestimated. Okay. Oh, you gotta do the Jay-Z. Okay. You gotta do that meme. Man, that meme, I've been using that meme a lot lately. I really love that moment in the video when they show J-Bo. That's when J-Bo, how he takes a little sip of that little juice and he just looks at the camera and says, okay. It's like the perfect video, perfect GIF. It's like it really sums up my sarcasm. I really love it. So every time someone says something remotely stupid on Twitter, I'm just gonna say, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how I look at down to. Just like every time I see that whole ass nigga tweet something, okay,
right.
But there was a lot of. You want to talk? I'll talk about the movies. I went to the movies this week. Saw Spider-Man. Homecoming.
The third reboot since in the last 15 years.
Last 15. It started in 2000. When did the first one come out? In 2002. Damn. Yep. Yeah, this is the second reboot.
No, this is the third one. Remember, there was a second one.
I know there was Spider-Man with the Sam Raimi version, then the Amazing Spider-Man, and then now there's this one.
So this is the third one.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's great. Damn, we lived through 3 reboots of Spider-Man. How many reboots did we live through for Batman? I'm sorry. There's a Michael Keaton one, and then there's Adam West, there's Michael Keaton, and then
4.
Val Kilmer, and then
5. Val Kilmer because of George Clooney.
George Clooney, and then Christian Bale,
the Dark Knight series,
and then Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, 6.
Damn.
Wow. I forgot. That's how bad Batman vs Superman was. I forgot they already rebooted that one.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Spider-Man. Actually, it was quite good because the first time we saw
I've heard
Spider-Man,
good things about it.
Yeah, it's really like when you get a chance, you should go see it. It's up there with, in my opinion, Spider-Man 2 was not only one of the best Spider-Man movies, but it was the best. Not like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. That was one for not only the best Spider-Man movie, but it was the best superhero movie of all time. So Spider-Man, in my opinion, it is. Spider-Man 2. I watched it the other day and it still holds up. Spider-Man 2. Nice. But Spider-Man Homecoming, Tom Holland, that kid who plays the young Peter Parker who's in high school and all that shit, he did a really good job. He did a really good job playing the young Parker. He was really good. I might actually go see it again with Edgar after we done doing this. And it was good. Like Michael Keaton, of course, speaking of Michael Keaton, he plays the villain. He plays the Vulture. He's the villain and shit like that. And of course, it's Marvel, so there's Easter eggs throughout the whole movie that kind of talks about, that shows things to come and shit like that. And also, shout out to Oakland's very own Zendaya. She's in the movie as well. She plays Michelle, and I'm not going to spoil who exactly she is. I mean, I might as well just spoil it. It's a common knowledge now. She's the new MJ. Not Mary Jane, but it's Michelle Jones. And we don't know she's MJ to the very end. Spoilers. Sorry, guys, but whatever. Sue me. I warned you niggas. Sorry, Jason.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't care because you haven't even seen all the fucking Marvel movies like that. So
nope.
Damn, you missing out. You missed out.
I will be there front and center in some kente cloth for Black Panther.
Oh, for Black Panther. Yeah, that's the next one coming.
That's
the. Actually, this one, the next one coming out this year is going to be Thor. Thor is coming out. Then it's Black Panther.
Yeah.
Then after Black Panther is going to be Avengers.
It don't matter to me. Black Panther is the only one I care to see.
Yeah, I know, but all these movies are connected in one way, shape, or form. So because it's all leading into.
I will be ordering a dashiki hoodie.
How we talk about Spider-Man and you talk about the sticky hoodies and shit?
Hey man, because February just ain't enough to satisfy our culture. We must talk about it every single time.
Of course.
I'm sure Spider-Man was great. Yeah, and I will definitely be checking it out.
And he has jungle fever. Like the main chick in the movie is black or mixed.
Yeah. But yeah, Black Panther. That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at.
With me, Spider-Man: Homecoming. It was a good movie. Y'all really should see it. And maybe you should stay to the end. Maybe you shouldn't if you have a lot of patience. You always got
to stay at the end with Marvel. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, you know what? You should stay to the end of the credits, JC. Stay to the end of the credits and then call me.
For sure.
Seriously. I hope you have a lot of patience when you watch it. But what else? So there was some TV shows that dropped on FX that I hella forgot to watch because I was working too much. So what's so good about Hood Adjacent and Snowfall?
Well, Hood Adjacent is on Comedy Central.
Oh, okay.
I started watching Hood Adjacent when it first came out 2 weeks ago. Decided to give it a shot, and the pilot episode, I was like, you know what, I feel good about this. I'm gonna keep watching this.
Isn't that like that cartoon shit?
No, this Hood Adjacent it's live. It's in the same format as a Chappelle show.
Okay.
When I say that, I'm not saying it's the next Chappelle show. What I'm saying is it's in the same format where he does live bits and then he has, the
sketches.
videos, right? The video sketches. Like I said, the pilot episode, I was like, I'm cool. I'm here for it. Last week's episode, I was sold. Definitely was sold. He tackled race in ways where it's funny, but it's something that we all know, and it is what it is. So the first sketch was, you could get stopped for anything when you're black, even walking while black. So what he did was he set up shop on a corner, and he had all these props and devices that you could use to blend in with your whiteness and with your white folks. Like he had you could rent like a little dog. You had one of those the construction jackets. a blonde wig, just to get yourself across the street, which was funny, but it's true.
Yeah.
And then he shut down. So the host is James Davis, and then James Davis shut down everything when he took a spin of Pimp My Ride, and then he went into Woke My Ride.
Woke My Ride.
Yeah, he had a mom and a freshly 16-year-old who had just gotten his license. And, of course, they were talking about their fears of him being behind the wheel because he's black. So they took the car in and they pimped it out. But they didn't pimp it out to be pimped out. They pimped it out to make it cop-proof. So in the back seat, they put up the Miranda rights. And so he had said, because, when they come up, they point the gun at you. They don't want to read you your Miranda. So now this lets them know that you know your Miranda rights. They gave him a bumper sticker that says he was in support of the police. They put cameras all over his car. So that way, every angle you saw what was going down. And then, of course, the biggest thing was they made the glove compartment see-through.
Wow.
Yeah. Definitely some funny stuff, but definitely stuff that was necessary. So I was digging it. Definitely was.
So what about? Excuse me. Damn, I have gas. Pause.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh.
You can smell that from the Bay to L.A.
Oh. I bet Jay-Z gonna put that on title.
I bet it's gonna be exclusive. Busby's breath. You're gonna die. You gonna smell Busby's breath and die. Title's audio so good. You gonna hear Busby's breath and die. Anyway, so what's Snowfall? I was seeing a lot of that on FX. I was really trying to watch it.
Snowfall got potential, man. Snowfall definitely has that potential. It's got that ambition.
Really.
Snowfall is directed by, is it directed? It's John Singleton's one of the creators. And it takes place back in 1983, South Central Los Angeles, around the crack epidemic. And so you have, I guess, 4 main characters. I don't want to say there's 4 main, I mean, you could say it, but there's just, obviously, okay. There's 4 main characters, and you pretty much follow each of them for an equal amount of time, and you can tell eventually all their decisions are going to have them cross paths at some point. And so you have Franklin, who is the 19-year-old who lives in the inner city. He's a drug dealer. There's a Mexican luchador wrestler.
Really?
Gustavo Zapata, goes by El Oso. There's a CIA operative, Teddy McDonald, who you find out he was involved with the drug game in the past, but he got out, and then by fluke, you'll see how he gets back in. And then Lucia Villanueva, it's either Lucia or Lucia Villanueva. She's the daughter of a Mexican crime boss.
Oh, shit.
And the first episode, the pilot episode, they dive right in.
So pretty much it's one of those, you don't have to get too in-depth with it, because I'm going to watch this shit when it comes back on. When's it come on, every Thursday or Wednesday?
Wednesdays. Both these shows come on Wednesdays.
Oh, wow, man. It's Black Wednesday. Shit.
Yep.
So since ATL's gone.
Hood Adjacent is on at 9 p.m. and then Snowfall's on at 10 p.m.
Yeah, since Atlanta is gone for the time being, this would be a good appetizer until it comes back.
Definitely. I vouch for both these series. These series, these are DVR ready.
Okay. Speaking of Atlanta, I forgot to mention Donald Glover's in Homecoming for Spider-Man. Forgot to tell that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. he plays a little minor role in it, but the significance of why people are kind of happy, especially real Donald Glover fans are happy that he's in this movie, is because, like, if y'all follow Childish Gambino since the beginning, he's said straight up that he wants to be the Black Spider-Man. He's been campaigning. He wanted to even be Venom. He wanted to be it. And then, of course, it didn't happen. So he kept doing his acting thing, did the music thing, and kind of just found himself as an actor and writer. And after that, I guess years later, it manifested, and he's in the Spider-Man movie. And pretty much they also alluded, because there is a Black Spider-Man in the comics, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miles, forgot his last name. But they alluded to him. They alluded to him when he said some shit to Spider-Man, going like, yeah, can you hurry this up, man? Because this place is hella violent. I got a cousin that live out here. And people say, no, I got a nephew that lives out here. And then so pretty much he plays his uncle. So if they didn't say who it was, but real Spider-Man fans know it's him. So shout out to Gambino. He's getting that Mickey Mouse money. He getting that Marvel money. Oh, yeah. That's Mickey Mouse money. And he getting that motherfucking Lucas money. So shout out to him. So he can make more money. Oh, he got paid. He getting stupid paid. So let's see what else. What else was going on in this crazy world? Power! It's a big rich town. That's how I should start this shit. Unlimited power. Then play the theme song.
Right.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. I don't know if this is like the end thing to do on social media, but everybody wants Angela to die all of a sudden.
She's not gonna die, and if she is, it won't be until the end of season 5.
I don't understand why everyone wants her to die. Everyone knows what her status was when Ghost started fucking her. Everyone knew what she was.
Because people don't understand how TV and film works, man. That's just.
But it's common sense. We knew who she was since the very, very first episode, and everybody from Tommy to even Ghost's wife said you need to stop fucking with this bitch, or you're gonna get caught up. But no, he had to keep fucking with her, and then he ended up getting arrested, and now he's in jail.
Right, and I said this from after the first episode. They gonna ride out him being in jail pretty much for this entire season.
Yeah, for the majority of the season, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
I don't think he's getting out any time before at least episode 6. He gonna be in there for the majority of this season.
Yeah, and when he gets out, that's when he's gonna see that a lot of shit's hitting the fan.
Right.
And Lala's fucking Tommy, and fucking Kanan is still trying to brainwash Tyreek. Man, oh my god! If anybody needs to know, Tyreek doesn't need to die. He needs to get snuffed. That's what he needs to do. He needs a swift punch in the face and just a kick in the.
I actually could tolerate Tariq in this previous episode.
Aside from him?
Yeah, aside from him talking reckless to Raina, name something that he did that was wrong.
Talking shit about his parents?
I can understand where he was coming from in that instance when you figure out that, yes, they've actually been lying to him his entire life. So you're going to feel pissed off about that. But what did he do wrong in here? He didn't do anything wrong. He actually did everything that he was supposed to, except for talking reckless to Raina. When she got the text message sent from the dude teasing her, he came down and put hands on him. Yeah, what was wrong with that?
He's still a bitch.
And then when he wasn't getting the hint, what'd he do? He sent Kanan there to rob his fucking house. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
He's still a bitch.
I mean, you can call him that, but for this episode, I'm going to give props where props is due. I could actually tolerate him this episode.
For this episode, next week he could do something else. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the actor that plays him. I don't know what it is, but he just has this face I just want to snuff.
If it's the actor, he definitely needs awards because he can bring out that type of emotion.
Just by looking at him, like the shit off my screen.
Yeah, but my other notes from this past week's episode. First and foremost, man, Proctor is a true writer. Proctor is a writer.
He's a lawyer, right?
Yes.
You mean Turtle? Call him Turtle, nigga.
No, I'm not. Nah,
call him Turtle. He's Turtle for the rest of his life.
When you do stuff in this capacity, you deserve to be. You have a new alias outside of what you're already known for. And Proctor, he came with it.
Yeah, he did.
Don't be disrespectful.
He did. He came with it. He really came with it. He did. He really did come with it. And pretty much said the DNA is dismissed. So that's one shit out the way.
Exactly. And then you got Tommy definitely ascending into the boss role smoothly, perfectly. How the episode ended with, because the whole time he's putting crap tables and pool tables and projectors in this building. You're like, what the hell's he doing?
Yeah.
And then in the end, when it reveals that he knows he's being watched, so he hides in a trunk. They load the trunk up, and then the surveillance is like, what's going on? Oh, don't worry about it. We're only here to follow Tommy. And the next thing you know, he pops up out the truck like, let's get to work. Like, okay, Tommy, you a G for that, for sure.
He really is. Tommy's just doing what he has to do to keep the wheels turning, taking care of Ghost's family. And also the last part in the last part of that episode where that black lawyer is pretty much talking slick to James, and he just looks at him and he just tells him he's been talking hella slick. He's like, you know who I am? And then he just looks at him like, brother, look at you. Like, this is who you are. And at the end of the day, that is who he is. He's trying to portray that image of, I'm trying to be a straight person. I'm trying to keep it straight and all that shit. Pause. I'm trying to be straight. I'm trying to like have my record clean and everything. I'm trying to have my hands clean. And at the end of the day, you still a nigga.
Yeah. And then you got Julio and Dre. They played their interrogation scene smoothly.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Like when the episode opens up, you're like, damn, it's about to hit
Everyone's
the fan.
getting caught. Everyone's getting caught.
They both played that out smoothly. I like that. And then you got Tony. Tony's a very, very interesting character, like I mentioned. And to also piggyback on what you were saying about Ghost, Tony is making it very tough for him to keep Ghost a secret.
Yeah.
Like, he's making it very hard for him to hide who he is. And it's really, really a good angle to the storyline. Mm-hmm. And then you got John basically just got played. Let's call it for what it is. He got played. Angela told him about the surveillance that Greg pulled Ghost over, and he didn't listen. And look what happened. It came to bite him right back in the ass. And then my final note, Sandoval, he gonna get desperate in the next 2 episodes, and it's gonna blow shit wide open.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. But, Power, I just get sometimes I just get annoyed just at the logic of everything, but at the end of the day, it's a TV show, because if logic was used, there wouldn't be a show. So,
yep.
It is what it is. But, if we go into some sad news, Nelson Ellis. Did you ever watch True Blood?
Nope.
Yeah, well, he played Lafayette. He was like one of the main characters and shit like that. And
I've seen clips of it.
Yeah, he was Lafayette. He was one of the gay guys, but he wasn't no bitch though. Even though he dressed like a bitch, he wasn't no bitch.
I saw when they was making fun of him at the restaurant. He spit in the burger and he whooped dude's ass. I saw that.
Exactly. Lafayette was that nigga. He was one of my favorite characters on True Blood. And this past Saturday, he passed away from heart failure. Man. And just today, like, he was just 39 too. And just today, his family came out saying that he was struggling with alcohol and drug use and all that. And he recently stopped, but I guess like the blood it infected his blood from the the detoxing and shit like that. Excuse me again, and pretty much fucked up his heart, and he pretty much died. He was only 39, man. So rest in peace to him. Yeah, Still one of my favorite actors and shit like that. But what also rest in peace back in 1995 and back in the early 90s? Tupac's relationship with Madonna.
Yep.
I guess this past weekend, TMZ got information about an auction that's going off, because it's crazy. Tupac has so much material, like not just music, just material, period. From letters to cards to everything. It's still coming out. And apparently, while he was in jail, he had some type of sexual relationship. He had some type of relationship with Madonna. And since he was black and she was white, he pretty much had to break up with her. Mm-hmm. While he was in jail, he had to write a letter and say, "Yeah, man, this is gonna fuck up my image, so we can't be around each other no more."
Yeah, the exact excerpt that came out is, quote, "For you to be seen with a black man wouldn't in any way jeopardize your career. If anything, it would make you seem that much more open and exciting. But for me, at least in my previous perception, I felt due to my image, I would be letting down half of the people who made me what I thought I was. I never meant to hurt you," the rapper said in his letter.
Well, shit. At least he fucked Madonna. Yeah. At least he fucked Madonna. And that was so shocking. Even A$AP Rocky would be like, "Tupac fucked Madonna? Tupac didn't fuck Madonna. Tupac fucked Madonna?" He was. I love that video.
Many people are surprised by this story, but I'm actually not. Like, but then again, I'm a big Tupac fan. Like, I knew some of this stuff.
I don't know. I didn't know he wrote that letter to her, but I'm not surprised. I
didn't know anything about the letter, but I knew that they had. It wasn't just a casual relationship. Yeah,
they were fucking. Oh, yeah. Pac fucked a lot of these celebrities you don't know about. So, I guess rest in peace, Machiavelli. And shit, since we're still talking about Pac, the Defiant Ones. Why did I say it again? Man. Oh my God. I keep saying definite. Defiant Ones. It's the story
of... go back to school.
Man, shut up. Defiant Ones. I don't know why I keep thinking definite. It's like infinite, definitely. Defiant.
Damn,
The
all
Defiant.
right.
The Defiant
All
Ones.
right, Busby Savage.
Busby Savage. 21. I was thinking more of fucking, what's it called? Definitely. What's that movie called? With fucking Tom Cruise.
I don't know. Get to the point.
Rain Man. There you go, Rain Man.
You've destroyed this segment already.
Shut up, nigga. Defiant Ones. The story of pretty much a documentary on the rise of Interscope Records with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. And I guess all 4 parts pretty much are on HBO Go and HBO On Demand and shit like that.
I saw the first part last night.
Saw the first half, and I'm pretty much done. I'm on the 4th episode, and it's really, really good. It goes through the whole history of Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's like rise to the top, and how they started Def Jam, how Dre started Aftermath through Death Row and shit like that, and Jimmy Iovine working with Bruce Springsteen and all them other artists and all that, and they show like rare behind the scene clips and shit, and man. But I think let's talk about the first episode, and let's talk about Jody.
First episode. Let's talk about the opener.
That's what I'm talking about. The opener. Let's talk about Jody. So back in 2014, that's when it was announced that Apple Music was gonna purchase Beats by Dre. So at that purchase, I remember because I made this headline when the news came out. I was shocked. I was like, "Oh shit," you know. And then I remember like 2 days later or a day later, a video popped up on my timeline of Tyrese. Well, he's Jody. I'm never gonna call him Tyrese. He's Jody. Jody at Dr. Dre's house. He's drunk. And he's like, yeah, look at us all here, man. Everyone's all here, man. Let's see that. You see Dr. Dre, he's all drunk and all that. And he goes and says, yeah, I'm the first hip hop billionaire. And then, Tyrese starts crip walking. Yep. So when I saw that, I was kind of happy at first. But then part of me was like, first off, why did Tyrese post this? Second of all, why are they announcing this shit like some hood niggas? Third of all, this doesn't sound right. So then I remember a few days later after that, they were saying that the deal might not go through. And I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, okay. So then when we got to the opening of this show, you talk about it because it was comedy to me.
Yeah, so of course, we now know that Jimmy Iovine and Dre, as a part of Beats by Dre, entered a partnership with Apple. And at the time, the deal was supposed to be worth $3.2 billion. And Jimmy Iovine, of course, was telling Dre, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything about this until it's done. And so then Jimmy proceeds to say that Diddy calls him. And he's like, what am I hearing about all these rumors? You ain't gonna tell me I'm your friend, yada, yada. And Jimmy's like, yo, Puff, like, come on, man. It's just rumors. If anything major like that happens, I'm going to tell you. It's not a big deal. And not even 24 hours later, Puff hits him up again like, you lied to me. And he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, Dre and Tyrese are on Facebook announcing this shit. And he goes, what? And of course from there,
they show Snoop Dogg. They even show Snoop Dogg like, yeah. Tyrese fucked that up.
Yeah, Tyrese fucked that up. Fucked up the money.
Nearly fucked up the money. And I'm like, Jody. And then he's like, and he starts crip walking. Like, nigga, why are you... And another part of me is like, why did you post this? Why did you post that on, And Dre, he knew he fucked up. Like, he's like,
Dre was just drunk off his ass. He said he was drunk off his ass. Wasn't even thinking about it.
He wasn't, because he thought the deal was done, and but at the same time, it's like, am I more mad at Dre? I mean, of course Dre fucked up. He was drunk, but I'm more mad at Jody because Jody should have fucking knew better.
Yep.
There's a reason why they didn't talk to him in this documentary.
Exactly.
Shit. But other than everything's cool. Dre's damn near a billionaire now. Yeah, everyone's on Apple Music now. Everyone's on Beats Radio. Everything's cool. So
yeah, like I said, now we know. Well, obviously we knew going into this documentary series everything was all right, but you learn so much. And after the first part, I actually learned a lot about Jimmy Iovine that I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know there was shit. I didn't know either. He helped on. He was a producer. I did not know he was a producer.
Well, I knew he was a producer. I just didn't know that he started out at that.
Yeah. And he helped on Bruce Springsteen's album. And I didn't know that. Oh, you're gonna find out in the third. I can't really spoil. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it goes through their whole history of the top artists, all the top artists from that era.
I don't know why you're so afraid to spoil it when everything about the man's on Wikipedia.
No, but the stories they talk about and the shit that they show, it's like it's kind of okay. I'm gonna give you this one in the third act. There's a really great montage that features Tupac, 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, and Dre and Snoop, and it talks about the whole thug life and the whole controversy and shit that surrounded that shit. And it has Marilyn Manson's "Beautiful People" playing in the background. It was great editing by the Hughes brothers. Great editing. So when you see it, especially Tupac's intro, like I don't want to say because I really just want you to see it, but it was just like because I was thinking like when are we gonna see Pac, and then all of a sudden as soon as I thought that, he just pops up on screen.
Yep.
So
nice.
I kind of wish I watched it in the movie theater, to be honest, even though it would have been like 4 hours, but I really wish I would have watched it in the movie theater because there's a lot of information, and pretty much the top artists that they talk about the most are the hip hop artists from like NWA, Snoop, and they do talk about No Doubt. They talk about Bruce Springsteen and all that, but it's a really great listen. Almost an inspiration too.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all should really watch that shit, and because Jimmy Iovine also just allowed these artists to express themselves. He said all you got to do is let them be who they are. We kind of filtered it a little bit, but we're gonna keep the essence of who they are, and we're just gonna push it.
Right.
So, and one artist that really comes to mind is Mr. Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
So, I guess this weekend, or I think it was like that same week, he released a new track. I didn't listen to it. Did you listen to that new track that dropped with him and
All
A$AP?
I know from Tyler was that he released the track list and then the release date of the album.
Yeah, the album. This motherfucker. The album is called Scumfuck Flower Boy.
What a title.
Such a Tyler album. Such a name. Like, okay. Because he got that point in his career.
The whole page of title.
The whole page of title with the Scumfuck Flower Boy. It's your boy. Anyway, the album's supposed to come out in the next few weeks, but the internets, they leaked it. And I guess some websites got it. I haven't listened to it yet. But there's a track on there that there's a lot of discussion going on in the internets right now about what was the content of the album. And pretty much they said throughout the whole contents of the album, Tyler came out as bi. Surprisingly. Yeah. Allegedly. And there's this one song on there called Garden Shed. And he's pretty much throughout the whole song, he's alluding that he's bi. He was saying shit like, "This is what I was hiding. This is what I love. I was in. Ain't no reason to pretend." And there's another line that says, "Truth is, since you was a kid, I thought it was a phase. Thought it would be like Frank, proof gone, but still going on." And he just said like a whole bunch of other stuff that was going on. And even then, they went back and they alluded that even on Twitter, he was alluding that he was gay. Like when Frank came out as bi, he comes on Twitter and say, "Yeah, I came out as bi too, but no one gave a damn." But no one gave a damn because Frank came out in 2004. And I was like, what the fuck? So he's been low key saying it. He says faggot a lot. And what I've noticed is that some people that are on the low, they like saying faggot a lot, and they end up being the biggest gay people out there. That's what I've noticed. I was always the loudest ones or the gayest ones. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't really affect me because, Tyler is who he is. I mean, it's like everyone else is kind of going, "Oh my god," but to me, it's just like, all right, whatever.
Man, it's 2017. I could care less about a man's sexual or a woman's sexuality, and if anything, it just makes more sense because now that I'm looking back on it, you haven't seen him out in the streets with a woman.
True, he's always been with his boys.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, there's really nothing much to say about it. I'm happy. I'm happy. If it's true, he could just be fucking with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at the end of that's what he's known. He's known to be a troller, so he could just be fucking with us. If anything, he'll probably release a porno of him fucking a chick with a crazy ass look in his eyes. Yeah, right. Motherfucker. Yeah.
Scumfuck flower boy.
Scumfuck flower boy. That scumfuck flower boy on title. You're gonna find out if he really likes guys or girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so exclusive on Tidal.
It's so exclusive.
And that leads us to music that already dropped.
Yeah. Well, Lil Wayne dropped. Did you listen to that shit?
Hell no.
Yeah, next. So, 21 Savage. 21.
Yeah.
Before we get to the...
This is actually the first full project I've listened to from 21 Savage.
You actually listened to the full project?
No, I'm saying this is the first time I've actually listened to a whole project. That project he put out with Metro Boomin, I didn't even know they released an actual project. I thought that was just a song.
Oh, no, you listened to it. I remember for the podcast last year, I told you to listen to the shit, and you skimmed through it and said this was trash.
Yeah, I probably lied and said I skimmed through it. I probably just looked at
No,
the
I was
cover
right
and
next to you. I was right next to you. You were at my house.
Did I make it through all the way through?
You only played 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't skim through it then.
But, shit. Well, we talk about his little whole ass relationship with Amber Rose.
Well, let's yeah, go ahead. You lead off and I'll talk about the music.
No, it's really just short and it's short and sweet. Amber Rose is with this nigga and they pretending they're in love. And that's pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah, they riding in matching Space Jam crew necks on a private jet. They going back to his hometown, and she's eating home cooked meals, and he's still got his styrofoam cup full of lean. Very nice couple.
Okay.
Now we get to the music, and Famous actually didn't start off too badly. I was like, I mean, of course, he's irritating with what he says, but just his flow with it, I was like, maybe, okay. And that was about it.
No.
After that, it was it, man. It was man.
Man, it's a trash.
It's just garbage. But there were some definitely some funny ass moments. Like,
well, I can see the real track that might with the Ratchets was that song FaceTime. That might actually spark.
FaceTime
maybe.
was the funniest ass song to me because this nigga got a knife on his forehead, but he's singing auto-tune love. Like,
oh my god. What's even crazier is that this nigga is so in love with Amber Rose that he went on interviews and said, "Y'all ain't gonna talk shit about her no more. On God, I'm gonna pull up."
This man talking about she got me doing things I don't usually do. You know what I'm saying? I eat my vitamins now. I drink water.
Nigga, what were you drinking before, Hennessy? Were you drinking that every day? You were drinking liquor every damn day?
Lean. These new rappers, man, these new rappers ain't gonna live to see 30.
Man, I was saying this, man. Let's continue with this whole ass album because I was trying to get through.
As far as I'm concerned, FaceTime was the funniest song. Thug Life was just everything wrong with the culture today. Like, it was a sampled beat, and his flow it did not match anything. And once you just get like, it was just so weird. It was like, it was a nice soulful sample beat, and he just. 21.
No, ABC.
Oh my, baby, with your red fucking with your bitches like a female, it's some nanchies. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Nigga with that ABC flow, that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, elemental P, 21, G, E, G. It just, nigga, no. Right. It got to the point I was getting so irritated listening to this shit. And I'm going like, kids are really listening to this. And your boy, Lonzo Ball, actually liked this damn album. He goes on Twitter and put Issa is better than 444.
You know, now, Lonzo Ball is 19 years old. Exactly. We don't have that much in common when it comes to me being 28 and him being 19. As far as I'm concerned, Lonzo, just get us to the playoffs and you can like whatever you like. I don't give a damn.
But no. And I think the funniest one to me was the last track, 7 minute freestyle.
Yep.
Who told this boy to go in the booth and I'm gonna rap gibberish, nothing for 7 minutes? I can't. And it was the most generic ass Metro Boomin beat. Metro Boomin was the highlight of this album because on the Dre beats it sounds amazing, but on this, oh my god, just trash. Just trash. It just frustrated me, JC. Do you have any idea how much it frustrated me? Do you? No, you don't. It got to the point I had to write on Twitter. I wrote, and it low-key went viral. It's getting retweets right now. I told everybody, y'all need to appreciate this young generation right now. Y'all need to appreciate Drake. You need to appreciate Kendrick. You need to appreciate Wale, Chance, and Big Sean, and Big Crit. I didn't put them on there, but you know what I mean. All these rappers who?
Cole.
I did say Cole. I said Cole on there. Appreciate these rappers now, because when they're gone, these new generation of rappers, they're lost. They're lost. 19-year-olds looking up to Extraction, or I'm calling him Extraction. That's who the fuck he is. 21 Savage, Lil Uzi. They're looking up to these dudes. I mean, I remember back in the day, I looked up to Hove, I looked up to M, I looked up to Nas, I looked up to fucking all these other things, and shit with knowledge and shit that makes us think. These rappers ain't thinking no more. It's just so, my God, it's so stupid. And then you got these hype beasts that are hyping it up, saying, oh, why are you hating on this new generation? It's their turn. No, it's not, because the shit's flopping. It's flopping on the charts. Fuck these niggas, man.
Yeah.
Fuck these trash ass rappers, man. That's why I get mad when you tell me to listen to this shit. I know I need to be knowledgeable, but the reason why I don't listen to it, because it's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss me off that people actually like this bullshit. And I know he's from Atlanta. I get you. I know
listen
the
to Young
South.
Thug, so you know.
I don't listen to Young Thug.
You still listen to his album, so you know.
Well, yeah, I listen just for this, but Young Thug has become tolerable.
Nah, he's still trash.
Tolerable
means that it's
but I'm not going to go back and listen to his shit. But the majority of these niggas, look at that double XL cover, with the exception of Kamaya. Look at that cover and just tell me any of these dudes going to survive. None of them are going to survive.
I just told you they all going to die before they hit 30.
Shit. With the exception of Kamaya. Shout out to the Bay. But
yeah.
Fuck, man. Hated this fucking album. I hate listening to this album. I hate just looking at the album. It's a trash.
It was definitely a low point.
You know who had the verse of the year?
You gotta stay informed. I mean,
no. You want to stay informed? I don't like
listening to this music, but you gotta stay informed.
No, but you want to know what's more informed? You know who had the best verse of the year? Blue Ivy Carter. That's who had the best. This Blue Ivy Carter. You haven't listened to it yet, but Blue Ivy Carter, she had the best verse on 444. Even better than Hove, bruh. Even better than Hove. Even better than Hove. You want to know what she said, bruh? Like, I'm going to look up these lyrics, man. I'm going to look up these lyrics. I'm going to look up these damn lyrics for this song, because she spit that hot fire.
If it was hot fire, you would have already had the lyrics up.
No, because I was I was just really just in my mode, and I was angry, but now I'm happy now. See, she says, everything is everything. That my only single thing. Everything I hear is my answer. And then, no, here's the crazy. This is the one crazy. She said, never seen a ceiling in my whole life, bruh. Bars. Bars. And then she said, everything I seen and everything is rotten. Never sit in silence. Innocent is Carter. Bars. No, but here's the best one. You got to drop the bomb on this one. She said, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Everything in shaka, everything in shaka. Fire, bruh.
Damn.
Fire. Best verse of that's better than the Control verse, bruh. Blue Ivy Carter got Nicki Minaj the fuck out of here.
Well, damn.
Period, bruh.
2018. Get her the 2018 Woman Rapper of the Year.
Best rapper of the year. She better than Remy Ma, bruh. Boom shakalaka. You know what we're gonna call this episode? And it's a boom shakalaka flow. That's what we're gonna call it. It's a boom shakalaka flow. It's your boy.
Interesting.
Hella interesting, bruh. But we've continued with this with the albums, since I was going on that whole little rant. 7th Streeter, she dropped her shit. Girl Disturbed.
She did, and
Disrupted. Girls Disrupted.
Yeah, man, we gotta
shut your ass up and just, man. I don't know. I was just in the mood. I'm kind of sweating and shit.
I mean, you could say it's just a mood, but you probably do it like once or twice every episode. I don't think it's just a mood.
Just when you get me listening to trash ass music, that's what happens.
Well, you wasn't listening to trash ass music, and you already started off with the Defiant Ones, so you know.
Well, hey, definitely.
Yeah, Girl Disrupted by 7th Streeter. It's not gonna break any major ground or be a game changer, but it's quality R&B. I liked it. My favorite tracks on the project was My Love for You, Anything You Want with Wiz, Ty Dolla, and Jeremiah. And then she had her vocals, she would let her vocals go on Before I Do. I really like that track. Just some nice wholesome R&B from 7th Streeter. Something I did take notice of was Chris Brown was nowhere to be found on this album.
Well, shit, he was probably stalking Karuchi, man.
Probably. I don't doubt it.
Crazy ass nigga.
Yeah, so, which of course I was shocked to see at first, but when you factor everything that's been going on, it makes a whole lot of sense. But definitely that's something that's something that, especially for the R&B heads, that's something you definitely want to check out. And yeah, that was a good project.
It was kind of a dry spell for music, kind of a little bit. After Jay-Z came out, everything's kind of just like
because everybody's rearranging the release dates, so
pretty much because they were all just waiting for they were all just waiting to see when Jay-Z dropped. Now Jay-Z dropped. Now everyone could go back into doing what they're doing until Eminem comes back. Now speaking of M, this is one thing I forgot to mention. Motherfucking reports came out that I think the Hughes brothers did they did an interview and they said that Dr. Dre is working on quote unquote the 11th hour on Eminem's new album.
Yep.
So, it's not surprising to me. I mean, of course, when Em and Dre are together, it's like gold almost. So, hey, and now he got a big beard now. So I just want to know how M's gonna look when he promotes this album. He's gonna come out with a big ass beard or shit. I don't know.
I don't have much hope for it, but I didn't have much hope for Jay-Z on 444, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I hope it's the same thing.
What I'm hearing is that M's focused, man. Marshall is focused on this album, and when he's focused, that's when shit gets good. So I know he's good at this shit. So don't let me down, nigga.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
We gonna see. But other than that, it was the NBA free agency. It was Summer League. So what's going on with James Harden? He got cashed out.
Yeah, so James Harden still got 2 years on his current deal. He said, "Why wait? Let's add 4 more." And as a result, it resulted in I think $226 million over these next 6 years.
Shit.
The man's and you factor that in with the Adidas deal that he already signed a few years ago, which was $200 million for 13 years. He's not hurting for any money. He's good. He's pretty much set. So congrats to James Harden on that. Swaggy P. I hate to say it, but it's occurred. Swaggy P has left the Lakers. And he's gone to the godforsaken Warriors.
Hey man, he fits right out here. To be honest, he really fits right out here.
That's why I refuse to talk down on Swaggy P. I got a lot of love for him. He definitely fits in with that system. But at some point, I don't think it's going to necessarily sink in until I actually see him play against the Lakers.
Your anger is just going to be like
more than likely, yeah. But shouts out to him. He, collecting the check, and now he's on a contender. Sacramento Queens, they went out and they made some interesting transactions. They went out and signed Zach Randolph away from Memphis.
I heard about that.
They gave him $24 million over 2 years.
Jesus.
I didn't even know that the market was going like that for Zebo, but congrats to him. George Hill from the Jazz, they gave that man $56 million over 3 years. I didn't know the market was going like that for him, but congrats to him.
Them niggas getting hit in the lottery. Shit,
and
man.
Out of nowhere, they signed Vince Carter to a 1-year, $8 million deal.
He's still playing, man. God bless his soul. He's still playing.
Oh yeah, he's not. It's not that he's just playing. The man is starting. He's still starting.
Wow. I guess. I mean, how old is he? Is he like in his 40s now? Some shit.
I think he'll be 40 pretty soon if he's not already.
Man, does he even have a ring?
No, he doesn't.
Just go to the Warriors, man.
Well, he already signed his contract, so it's too late.
Too late now.
To put it in perspective, Vince Carter's career extends so long that he's actually played in the league at the same time as Steph Curry's dad and Steph Curry. He was actually Del Curry's teammate.
Wow.
So he's known Steph since a kid.
Shit, bruh.
Yeah, that's how long his career extends. So shouts out to him.
Good for him, I guess.
Dion Waiters, he man, I don't know. Look, Dion Waiters need to fire his agent. Major props to him. He pretty much played all the contenders trying to get him. He ended up rejoining the Miami Heat, but he only rejoined for $52 million over 4 years. Which, to many people, it's like, wow, why is that so unfortunate? That's a lot of money. Well, you got a guy named Otto Porter who plays for the Washington Wizards, and he just got cashed out for $100 million.
Really?
And Otto Porter's, as good as he is, stat-wise, it was pretty much on par with Dion Waiters. So Dion Waiters needs to fire his damn agent.
Damn.
Get that motherfucker out of there. Like, he got played out that. And then the Knicks going to continue to nick.
My New York fans, if y'all listen to this shit, man, I feel it for y'all. I just watch y'all on Twitter every offseason, every season. You guys just want the Knicks to be great, and the Knicks just look at you guys, look dead in the eyes, and say we are trash, and we will continue to be trash.
To fellow Knicks fans, suck it. I hope you continue through this suffering.
Suck it.
This news made me laugh and it made me happy. So the Knicks got rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. Was it a year ago or 2 years ago? Only to then cash him out and sign him to an offer sheet for $71 million. And then Atlanta just looking at it like, okay, have him. We ain't gonna match that fucking offer. So
okay.
So the Knicks got him for $71 million. Remember, they already signed Joakim Noah for 4 years, $72 million. And then they gave Courtney Lee, I think, 4 years, $48 million or something like that. So in those three players alone, they got close to about $150 million tied between those three players. And I tell you, that brought me joy. I like seeing Knicks fans suffer.
Carmelo just needs to leave, man. He's like a prisoner over there.
Yeah, he just needs to waive his no trade clause. Because at this point, they're not going to buy him out when they can still get something for him. So just waive the no trade clause. Go to somewhere where you can still ball, and that'll be that. But his time in New York is up.
He should go to the Thunder.
See, he should have waived his damn no trade clause. Look. This is the Thunder's not going to work because remember Lala needs to be in a big market, so that's not going to work. No, you're laughing, but that's actually what it boils down to. I know
that's the real shit. That's the real shit.
That's the only. She's only going to New York or she's only going to L.A.
Damn.
She actually would have been on par for Chicago, but that's basically about it. And so he fucked up by not going to Chicago from the get-go.
Yeah.
That free agency, the 2014 free agency, that was a perfect fit. He should have just went there. But he chose to stay for the money, which I will never down a player for staying for the money. My issue with Melo, though, is that since then, he's gone out and done interviews where he's saying, I want to win. I'm a born winner. This is what I do. It's like, nigga, no, you're not. You're
going for the money. You're playing for the money, which is cool, but you're never going to win. Would you rather get a ring and live comfortably, or you want to be a loser and live like a king? Damn. Right. I should write that down.
And there's no wrong answer to that, but just don't try to convince us that you're doing it for one reason when it's clearly the other.
Exactly.
So that was where he messed up, first of all. The second part is where he messed up is when he didn't waive the no trade clause when the offer was to go to the Clippers.
Damn, he could have been smoking over. Man, he fucked up.
Right, which in essence is actually what they're saying is why Chris Paul ended up leaving the Clippers going to Houston, because even if Melo did waive the no trade clause, apparently Doc Rivers wasn't going to sign off on the deal because it was going to involve his son, Austin. So how that plays about, I don't know. But again, he chose not to, and this is where he's found himself. So again, Melo, I'm not mad at you, but keep it 100, my G. Just keep it 100. At this point, if you see a good trade, just sign off on your no trade clause. Just get the hell out of New York, man. You don't need to be there.
And the summer league started. And how did Lonzo? I didn't watch it. So how did your boy look?
Yeah, summer league. So the first game, I really wasn't paying attention because I was driving Uber, Lyft, one of them motherfuckers I was driving for.
One of them motherfuckers picking up somebody.
But I had the game on the radio. And of course, I can only pay attention to so much. But he fucked up in the first game. Didn't have a good game. Went about 2 for 15. But the second game was really he really showed through. Had a triple double.
But still lost.
But it's summer league. I don't care. I mean, summer league is you legit playing with guys that are either going to be in the G League or they're going overseas to play. So
he does look, from the clips I saw, he does look promising. I'll give you that. He has a lot of potential.
His passing is beautiful. He has a
crazy release when it comes to shooting the ball. Crazy release.
His release, like, I mean, his release is unorthodox, but I've seen far worse. You ever heard of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist?
Sounds familiar.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist played for the Kentucky Wildcats, and he's currently on the Charlotte Hornets, and that motherfucker's shot is just look it up on YouTube. That shit is disgusting. Like it's not even bad. It's disgusting. His other shots unorthodox, but he puts the ball in the hoop. His court vision is phenomenal. The guy knows where he's not only where he's supposed to be, but where his teammates are supposed to be, and the pockets he's supposed to get the ball. It's phenomenal. And then, of course, LeVar Ball's in the stands, and everybody wants to put a microphone on LeVar Ball, and I'm here for it all. I'm here for it all. And
you're here for all unlimited fuckery.
Yeah, and he was and honestly, it wasn't even really fuckery. It was
he kept it real. I like that. He said straight up, he got a triple double, but he lost. We can't be playing like that.
Well, it was not only that was after the game. During the game, they asked him, about his role, and he's like, "Look, man, my son's becoming a man. When your child becomes a man, you got to back off." He's like, "I got 2 more sons that are growing up that need my attention, And I told Magic, he said, I told Magic, I've gotten him this far. It's up to you to take him to the promised land. And Magic confirmed that. Magic said, Magic even said I wasn't sold on him out after his first workout with us. But when he came back for the second workout and we actually went over and we spoke with the family and learned what they were all about, he goes, that's when I was sold on him. And of course, they put a microphone in front of Magic, and Magic could talk all day, as far as I'm concerned.
It's Magic, baby.
It's Magic, and I mean things are looking good. You got a couple of our other rookies who we picked up. They're looking like they could be some valuable assets down the road. So I'm excited. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be in the playoffs this year necessarily, but this is a good stepping stone. I feel good.
You said 2 years. You said 2020. When that whole ass nigga gets elected out of office, 2020.
No, I said 2020 when we'll be competing for championships again. Ooh. By 2020, we will already be in the playoffs. I'm not concerned with that. I'm saying 2020 when we're knocking the Warriors off the pedestal and we're competing for championships.
And y'all gonna reclaim the throne.
Yeah, so this shit happens 7 to 12 years at every given time after we run shit, But people like to catch amnesia and they like to forget and they believe that the Lakers' reign is completely over. Nah, it ain't over.
You sounded like Hove right there. It catch amnesia.
Niggas catch amnesia around here and shit, but you know what I'm saying? I let them talk, you know what I'm saying? Because, the wise, you don't argue with fools, you know what I'm saying? You go about your product and you give it to the free subscribers, but when they want that bonus stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's when you hit them with that low for that $9.99. Shit.
Don't forget to go to Tidal. Get those tickets.
I'm excited for that. And then there's this cat, Jason Tatum, who was the third overall pick that went to the Celtics. That dude's a baller. That kid is a baller. Oh my goodness, he's got some aspects in his game that you shouldn't have until you're in your 3rd or 4th year. He's got some game. He's gonna be a problem. So watch out for Jason Tatum.
Okay. Well, other than that, football's in the next few months. So
yeah, they start up training camp in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. And this will be your first time.
My first time in 4 years where I'm kicking back, man. I'm relaxing.
Shit, man. Well, my laptop is literally about to die because I didn't charge it when I was doing this shit. Well, so, yeah, I've got to charge it up now and, like, the whole, it's, like, you know, all that shit. But,
see, we ain't out here preparing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just come live and we just do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just do shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to go to Tidal for that $9.99. Yeah, but you know but don't forget, if you want them free tracks, you gotta go buy it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We try and make this a professional podcast, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta remember the name's illogical.
It's the illogical sense. It's your boy.